Hi everybody, welcome back to this week's CBS Fix. I hope you're all doing well. In this week's Parsha, we continue with the 10 plagues, and I want to talk to you about the last plague, the death of the firstborn, Makas Bechoros. What exactly is this plague all about? And the Targum Unclus was actually a Roman who had converted to Judaism. He wrote a translation on the Torah. And he writes, when Hashem went out, Kechatos Halayla, at around midnight, Hashem killed everybody instantly. And he translates, he says, V'iskelesi. And what that means is that Hashem revealed himself, as it were, to the Egyptian people. It was too much for them, and that caused them to expire, all instantaneously, at the same time. The question is, I want to share with you, is what is the deeper lesson that we can learn from this plague, other than the fact that they were just deserving of punishment? And there's an interesting concept from the Maharal of Prague, who was a very holy Kabbalistic writer, and he wrote a concept that the 10 plagues were actually a reversal of the 10 expressions that Hashem had used to creating the world. For example, the second expression of let there be light, the opposite of that was let there be darkness, which was the second to last plague. The first of all Hashem's expressions was let there be in general, which is an expression of let there be creation, let things create. Obviously, the opposite of creation is death. And that was the last of the 10 plagues. The last of the 10 plagues was Hashem said, let there be death among the Egyptians. So a lesson we're learning from this is that when Hashem said that the Egyptians have to die, the firstborn have to die, is because they were a nation of death, which means they were a nation of anything contrary to actual creation, creating, building up, making people's lives better. As a matter of fact, they always give an example of somebody who was imprisoned and was told that his job was to dig up over here X amount of dirt, and when he had the dirt, he should put it through that hole in the wall and help out the people. And after 10 years of doing this, he was always wondering, like, what did all the dirt that what was that big building process? What were they doing with all the dirt? And when they brought him out, they showed him that he was just dumping the dirt out this window, and it was just landing in an empty cavern deep below. And he saw that all his work was entirely for nothing. And that was one of the punishments that the Jews were punished for, that the Egyptians were punished for, making the Jews work for absolutely nothing. As we all know, the cities of Pison and Ramses were just there to break the people down, because anything that they built slowly just sunk into the ground. And that is what the Egyptians stood for. They were contrary to anything having to do with creation. So that gives us a little bit of an insight as to exactly what Hashem had in mind when he destroyed the Egyptian firstborn, Just want to wish you a wonderful Shabbos. And the lesson for us is that we should do everything we can to not be Egyptian, but rather to create as much as possible. Talk to you soon. Have a great Shabbos. Bye-bye.